they unwind in different ways. Either we're going out drinking or that. I could put on clown makeup and I was relaxed.
There's many serial killers that kill their own gender, and many the opposite. Most of them you can't even tell apart from their stories. They're generic serial killers. And then some, loners, live in basements or on the streets. It's the ones that have unusual stories with big personalities, able to achieve success in a bubble of their personal life, staying below the brush line where no one can see them. A great story will go a long way with a serial killer. That's why John Wayne Gacy's story still sells books, documentaries, and has millions of views every year when it comes to videos about his life or his crimes. It's just too good to even be fictional. Sadly, with Gacy's victims, it seems they get looked over because they're men and boys. But what many don't know is of the torture they endured while in that house, a house that they were familiar with, a safe place where they had sat down, relaxed, watched TV, ate food with their boss and friends. Some of them knew Gacy very well. He was their boss. They spent time with him, but their life was taken in the house that smelled of death, rising from the bottom of it. 29 bodies were found at the home. 29 sons taken in a horrific way. Gacy was convicted of 33 murders, but many believe Gacy killed over 200 young men from the time he was in his 20s all the way to when he was in his 30s and being caught. It's Gacy's last victim. It should have never happened, and still to this day when you hear about the details of it, there's so many piercing parts of it that hit you. This is the story of John Wayne Gacy's last victim, Rob.
John Wayne Gacy was found guilty today in Chicago of the murder of 33 young men and boys. He buried most of the bodies under his house and got rid of the others elsewhere.
Maybe Johnny only be dead. Only Johnny. Maybe rest will be unalive. Rest of them don't have to be dead.
And after hearing the remains of more bodies were found at Gacy's house, Judge Marvin Peters ordered him held without bond. At the hearing, police said Gacy has confessed to the Peace murder. He will be examined by a psychiatrist.
At that time, and again, it's together, but in order to demonstrate it here.
They became suspicious when 15-year-old Robert Peace disappeared after he allegedly was last seen with Gacy.
You put one knot in it. And I said, then you put a second knot in it. Okay? Mm-hmm. I said, then you take a stick and stick it in here, and you just turn this. And I said, because it's a tourniquet.
Similar story 3 months later. He succeeded in having Gacy arrested last summer, but it was while that case was pending, Gacy free on bond, that Des Plaines teenager Rob Peace disappeared and set in motion the chain of events that led to the gruesome discovery of bodies in Gacy's basement.